everybody, this is Lauren of planmoshplan. Welcome back to another plan with me. I'm kind of jumping all around in my plan with me's. I have I'm like way behind. I have a million spreads that I need to redo, but I'm kind of picking and choosing the weeks that I'm doing first instead of doing them in order. So this is the week of April 15th. I did this week because it kind of started the craziness of April for me. This week and the week after were both really crazy. So I used a kit this is an older kit from Muse Crafts. It was like a full kit. I don't think she releases full kits anymore, but which I'm actually surprisingly fine with, because generally I prefer full kits over mini kits, but she did a really great job of paring her full kits down, and pretty much everything that I need from her full kits made it into her mini kits. And the rest, there's a lot of stickers in this kit that weren't necessarily my style and I didn't use, and all that stuff is kind of gone in her new kit. So I'm all good with that change. But this is an older kit that I've been hanging on to a while that I have been hanging on to. There it is. For a while. It's a travel kit. I think I got it last spring, and it's both springy and travel-y to me, so, but not in an overwhelming kind of travel way. So I thought it was a good kit to kind of use for this week in my life, since I was traveling. I didn't go anywhere crazy. I went to Austin, Texas for my cousin's bachelorette party, which is about halfway across the country for me. But a lot of times I will buy travel kits and then I won't want to use them until I travel out of the country or do a big travel trip. But that rarely ends up working out for me, because a lot of times when I do actually travel for a week or something, a big trip, it tends to be to Hawaii or something where I want to use a tropical kit instead of a travel kit. Anyways, I'm kind of just going on, I'm rambling a bit here, but I did enjoy using this kit this week. It actually, surprisingly, the colors are very light and pastel and soft, and I guess because I had such a busy week, I just crammed a lot of stuff into this spread. Even I feel I crammed a ton of stuff into the spread, and I still didn't get a lot of the things that I did during this week into the spread. I just was cramming things in there left and right. So even though the colors are really soft and pastel and light, I think the spread looks really busy, but not necessarily in a bad way. I mean, for me and my planner style lately, I've been, a couple years ago, I liked spreads that the busier the better kind of looking, but as my style has kind of evolved and changed, I tend to I'm not very good at doing it, but I tend to spreads that are very white space and spread out and soft and pretty and delicate and feminine. So I always try for that, but I definitely have the throw everything down on the page and cram a bunch of stuff in there and make it really crowded and get everything down and use all the stickers I have in layers and whatever. I can remember always being like that with art projects, even as a kid. Just people would be finishing their art projects in class and I would be just adding on more and more and more until it was just crazy and whatever. I don't know. God, I'm feeling really rambly today. I apologize. But yeah, so that's how I ended up feeling about this spread. I did space my full boxes out in dedicated Erin Condren full boxes instead of just kind of scattering them randomly, which generally helps me put a little bit more structure and make my spreads look a little less crowded and random, but this week just didn't happen. I don't know. And then I also used the bow headers are from a different Muse Crafts kit that I just had them from, and then the silver headers I think were from Rose Colored Days. I don't know, you can get them literally anywhere. And then I'm working on this sidebar. Okay, let me see. I asked my Instagram for some questions for me to talk about during my plan with me, and I got a bunch, and of course I didn't actually pick one out. Okay, I don't actually know if I have time. I was going to say the first one I see is from Rachel of Gathered Plans, who asked me, what do I think about the new Erin Condren Life Planner Neutral lol, which she's lolling because she knows that I'm not into it at all. But I feel that's I think today is actually EC launch day. Possibly. It's Wednesday the 18th right now. I think it might be. She knows that I don't like it and I'm really upset about it. And I'm sorry, because I know it's not fun to listen to watch a planner video that's supposed to be fun and light and creative and entertaining, and then to hear somebody like complain and moan. But I don't like it at all. I'm really bummed about it. I think it was, for people like me who do really like a lot of white space, it's going to take me a lot of whiteout to make that like layout that she put out work for me. And that's really frustrating, because when you spend as much money as you do on a planner, obviously you don't want to have to white it out. I'm not somebody who likes a bunch, like some people are okay with whiteout showing. And for me, whiteout is something that like I very rarely allow it to show. It really should just be something that like, if a sticker is light and I need to put a sticker on top of something that might show through, that's when I'm okay using whiteout. Because that's the sticker's fault, not the planner's fault. But I don't like having to white out stuff that I want as white space. That I don't like, because I can see it and I don't like it. I think it looks bad. So that's what I'm a little bummed about. I will make a point to talk about it more in depth. If I get the planner, I think I probably will. But anyways, or just maybe in my next plan with me, I'll like gather some thoughts. If you're interested, let me know. Okay, so I've kind of breezed past Monday, so I'm just going to talk about it really fast. If you follow me for a while, follow me on Instagram, you know I get a lot of free product, aka gratis, at work. I can also request some of that gratis for charitable reasons. So I did for my aunt's charity that she works on. So I had to pick that up on Monday. So I used a flag and a shopping bag from Simply Watercolor Co. And then I had 3 meetings on Monday. I marked that with a flag that I cut down from the kit, and then the laptop was from Paper Muse Crafts, the foiled laptop. I had to pick up a bunch of mail this day, so that mail icon is from Crafts by Towie. I had this really lovely lunch. I went to a coffee shop and I got a cappuccino. Actually, it might have been a cafe au lait. Can't remember. But that and avocado toast. And a lot of times I grab lunch and I sit and eat at my desk and I work, or I go out to lunch with Steven and we talk, or I go out to lunch with my coworker and we talk, and it's either, I don't know, there's just a lot of that. But that day I just went and I sat completely by myself, and it was so nice and I really enjoyed it. So I marked that with a Paper Muse craft sticker, and then I marked booking some hair and wax appointments with a quarter box and a sticker from Nikki Plus 3 a bow. Okay, on Tuesday, my dad had surgery. It wasn't anything major, but I did want to mark it and remember it. So I used a icon from Planning World, and then I did a voiceover. I layered a Magic Prince Co. sticker, like a music note, over a flag from the kit, and then I had one meeting, and I marked that with a laptop from Rose and Tea Shop. I'm so excited. Simply Chic Plans always uses those, and I love it. I think it looks so cute in her spreads, and I was so excited to get it and use it in mine, and I love how it turned out. I had a spin class that day at 6:30, so I marked that with a Nikki Plus 3 bow and a half box, and then I also had some errands to run. I had to pick up some, I went and got a bunch of different like fake eyelashes, and then I also had to pick up coffee. So I thought it looked cute to layer those fake eyelashes from they're just a lash sticker from Simply Watercolor Co. and the coffee mug from Rose and Tea Shop to mark the errands that I ran that day. And then on Wednesday, we had another one of those days. I've talked about them before. My company hosts like kind of events where there'll be a bunch of different brands. Like this time Tarte was there, and NARS and Beauty Blender, and you can go get like a service done. They'll do your makeup, and then you can get like the free product or whatever. So that was really fun. I always love those days at work. It's a great perk of my job, because that's like, I'm super into that kind of stuff. So I marked it with a scallop from why am I blanking? Panda Bird Design, and then a Fox and Pip sticker. I went and had Beauty Blender do my foundation, which was fun. The gratis they were giving out though was the Beauty Blender primer, and it had a dimethicone in it, which for me, that's like not my thing. Dimethicone is like the silicone-y feeling stuff, like if you're like Benefit Professional, if you're familiar with that primer, where it really fills in your pores, it makes them look good. But if you have oily skin like me, it'll just your foundation will slide right off your face later in the day. So even if you put it on and it looks good right then, it doesn't tend to work out for at least me and my skin type. So I ended up getting the NARS freebies, which was cool. It was the blush that I use every day, and a lip pen, what was it? Like a lip glow thing. So that was a fun day. I also filmed my collab plan with me that I did last week for with Rachel of Gathered Plans. I had to film that one pretty early, and then since I was going to be gone when we were going to put it up, I just set an alarm for a flight that again is a Planning World icon. I got news that I was on a new PR team. I'm not sure if I'm allowed to say it, but that was exciting. So I put a sticker from, what is that called? Clever Gal Crafts, obviously a heart. And then I, again, had meetings that I marked with the same sticker from Rose and Tea Shop. And then Thursday was kind of like getting to be crunch time for me to go away. I went away this weekend for the bachelorette party and then the next weekend for Stagecoach. So I was just like having to do a lot of prep. So I had a wax appointment that night at 5:15. I marked it, which I ended up being totally late to. It was a new place, and she did a great job, but I totally misjudged how far it was and how long it would take me to get there. So womp womp. But yeah, so I had that wax appointment, and I used a sticker from My Newest Addiction. That bow is from a My Newest Addiction sampler. And then I also went and got my nails and toes done after that. I went to a place I really liked, so that was really nice, and it was very relaxing. I cut down a flag from the kit, and then I took that nail appointment script from Rose Colored Days, her Planner Sophisticate sampler, to mark that. My nails turned out super cute. I got blue on my toenails, and if you have watched my videos for a while, you'll notice that I just really tend to keep it pretty simple. Like, it's generally red, dark red, nude, and that's it. But I really went for it, and it looked ridiculous, but it was kind of fun. And then I just marked kind of getting ready for the trip. I marked checking into my flight. I was on Southwest, so I had to do that right at 1:25 with the scallop from Planning World. And then I was just getting ready that evening. I did more waxing, self-tanning, all that kind of stuff. Actually, you know what? I think I self-tanned the next morning. I can't remember. Anyways, I also woke up early on Friday to kind of do some more laundry and finish packing. So I marked that with some deco from the kit. And I was working remote this day. I didn't mark that down, actually. Now that I don't know why I was saying it, because I didn't mark that down, but I was. So that's I was able to do that in the morning a little bit. And then my flight was at 1:30. I flew with my sister. It was very fun. So I marked that with the same bows that I've been using from Nikki +3, plus that airplane is from GP Sticker Studio. And then, so we got there, and it was kind of late there because we had to go, fast forward in time or whatever, since we were flying to Texas. So everybody was kind of going out to dinner already. We got there, we got ready on the plane, we changed. My other sister, who was already there, stayed back, and we drank a tiny little bit, and then we headed out to the restaurant. So I marked the dinner plans with a sticker from White Deer Stationery, and then after that we went out to the bars, and we just stayed out dancing and drinking and whatnot till the bars closed that night. So that was really fun too. I had a great time. It was so good to see my sisters. I love being with them. I felt bad at dinner. After a while, I realized my sisters and I were kind of on the end of the table, and I was like, oh, I forgot there were other people here, because it's always so nice to be with them, They are truly my people. And then the bar hopping sticker, that shot glass is from Planning World too, from that same drink sheet that I always use. Okay, on to Saturday. I marked the bachelorette party for just kind of the whole weekend with a scallop from Piano Bird Design, and then the bachelorette party script, which I love, is a new one from Letters to Apollo. She and I worked originally on the first set right when I got engaged, and then we kind of redid them a little bit together. They were originally a custom for me, but she has them up in her shop. So if you're getting married or are in a lot of weddings, those are up there. And then the ring sticker is from Magic Prince Co. Okay, so during the day when we were in Austin, we went boating all day. I didn't quite know what we were getting into, because when I go boating with my family in the summer, it's on a wakeboard boat, and it's that's the vibe. But this was on a pontoon boat, and there was it was really fun. It was just a drink, definitely just a day drinking thing. You go on a pontoon boat, there's a million bachelorette parties, everybody's all parked in the same area, and you're just kind of drinking and dancing on your boat all day. So that was super fun. I marked it with I think it's a little under a half box from the kit, and then that Boat was a $2 Tuesday from Crafts by Towie. And then I marked kind of like gifts and games we did that night, just bachelorette party games with, again, that ring from, what's it called? Oh my gosh, I'm getting behind. The ring is from Magic Prince Co. And then that bow is from Sticker Bloom. I forgot to write down on Saturday because I got cut off, but that drink is from Planning World. And then I marked that we had like a chef come to our house, and he made like Baja Mediterranean food and martinis, so that was fun. And then the next day was my cousin's birthday, same one who's getting married, so I marked that with a script. I can't remember, either from our box stickers or it might have actually been from the Letters to Apollo sheet. And then we went out to a birthday brunch for her at this great cafe. If you're in Austin, it's called No Say Cafe, and I loved it. It was super cute, very like, blogger brunchy. It was great, and the food was really good. And then that cappuccino is from GP Sticker Studio. I marked my flight back with some luggage from GP Sticker Studio. And on the plane, I edited my plan with me. I can't remember which one. And I marked that with the Clever Gal Crafts heart. And then I also like figured out all the gifts and cards and stuff that I was doing to ask my bridesmaids. So I marked that. I cut down something from one of the Letters to Apollo like scripts, and I layered it over a flag to mark that I did all that. So that is pretty much everything. That's the whole spread. I really hope you enjoy it. Again, I know it looks really kind of like crazy and a little crowded and cluttered, but I still like it. I think since the colors are so light, it works out. And I love all of the silver foil, especially in spring. So that's pretty much all for me. You can always find me on Instagram, planmoshplan, and that's all. Have a good night, guys. Bye.